Hello, everyone, and we are back again. Today, I have some other topics to ask teacher, and let's just get right down into business, right? So, if you all remember the last video, we did talk about what is Zhen and Qigong. Can anybody actually practice? Is there any limitation? Whether morning or night, if you practice, is it better? Well, in the end, it's anywhere, anytime, right? And then we also talk about feeling qi and the importance of having that in terms of healing and health benefits, right? So today, the very first question is, teacher, how do we get to feel qi actually? How do we practice this and cultivate our awareness towards this qi?
Okay. Um, the feeling of chi is actually derived from the feeling of some force that comes to you.
Mm,
This force is a natural force. Some describe it as earth magnetic force. Some describe it as a tingling feeling. Some describe it as a feeling of something very relaxing, something that makes you want to so comfortable until you want to fall asleep. Some feeling of some feel it as a light that somehow comes to you and you feel very, very happy. Another person will say, "Oh, I feel like something has come in and tickled the top of my head." That gives you an indication that actually different people have different feeling of how this energy is. But basically, the feeling of chi is a soft, very, there's a sensations of something bouncing against your palms when you do the exercise which we call La Chi. So La Chi is where, because your palms are so sensitive, that when you move, if you quiet your mind down and maybe you half close your eyes, you may feel something in between your palms. So that something is actually chi. That's the feeling of chi. So once you have this feeling, then of course, qigong becomes easier because you have the feeling where you know this is chi and I'm trying to understand this chi. In one of the universities we went to train ourselves, one of the students who trained in TCM and trying to understand Qigong, she also said, she wrote in a testimonial and all that, she said, "Oh, Qigong is like a love affair with something so strange and so beautiful that it comes to you when you love it. But when you try to find it, you cannot find that love. So it's quite amazing. It's something very powerful, which you really feel very happy doing it, but it's somehow it will disappear when you very determined to look for it, you can't find it. So to feel chi, you need to be very important. I always tell people two things that you need to do. Relax your body, relax your mind. Because when you relax, it's much easier to feel chi. If you are tense either in your body or mind, you cannot feel chi because your mind is like, I'm looking for that love. Where is this beautiful thing that I felt before? That is your mind blocking you. You are not relaxed enough. So these are all little tips and pointers which when we teach or when we guide you, we will tell you about it. Yeah.
Yes, we have a workshop coming, right? So for
Ah,
those who
yes.
so for those who want to know more about qi and learn how we can actually feel
I'm
qi,
coming down.
come to the workshop because teachers will be in Singapore for the 1.5 day workshop. Yeah. And we will have a surprise for all those that attend the workshop too. All right, so the information about the workshop is actually in the channel itself. So have a look at that and just post any questions you may have in the chat as well. I will get to them. Yeah. All right. Okay. So it seems like feeling chi is a very personal thing. Yeah. So a lot of people, I mean, people may have different feelings when they get in contact or connect with the chi. tingling sensation, the pressure force, the very comfortable feeling, and the love affair feel. Okay, I have to say, I have all those feelings, except for maybe the love affair, lah, I have to work hard to try to get to that feeling. Okay, all right. Okay, okay. So we talk about, I'll talk about a lot about this feeling qi, and then it sounds very important. But do we need to be able to feel qi for this qigong to actually work?
Okay, I do have, I've been teaching for nearly 8 years now,
Mm,
and I learned for 30 years. And
mm,
it's only when I reach almost my retirement age that's when my 老师 tell me, hey, don't pass away and take all this skill and knowledge with you. Please go and teach somebody.
mm,
So yes, do you need to feel chi to really practice? Uh, well, once you are interested in the art, you don't look for the feeling of the chi first. You look for practice until you feel something, however small. If you develop it further, then that feeling will come to you gradually. Because in Qi, it is like the Tao Te Ching said, when you want it, you cannot get it. You know, there's a classic saying as well, Wu Wei, Wu Bu Wei. So it's like, you do nothing, but yet something comes to you. So when you say do nothing, also not true, because you do need to understand first before you get that feeling of something coming to you. So that is an important aspect. That's why we call ourselves wisdom capability qigong. You must develop the wisdom inside you to know that I have chi, I do feel chi, and gradually as I practice more and more, this chi feeling becomes stronger and stronger. Mm. So
I
it's a
see.
feeling that's important.
I have
The
to share
practice.
lah. I have to share. Those that who knows me, right, also know that my husband Zhe actually got to learn about qigong just
Yeah.
because I pull him along. So for the longest time, or I think it's the longest time, for the longest time he cannot feel anything. But the takeaway he has for the first few sessions, we went for a retreat, right, in your center.
Mm.
So that first retreat, right, he actually he thought that he didn't feel any chi, but he felt very comfortable. So that feeling, I don't know, he also didn't know how to describe, but he just walked away from the retreat feeling very nice, comfortable feeling. And then he sort of continued when I pull him along for the retreat, so he will just go along and all that. And he did find that his temper at work improved a lot. He doesn't get angry so easily and often. So I think that actually benefits to practicing qigong even if initially you cannot feel any qi. That is through his own experience actually. Just to
Mm.
share with everyone. Yeah. Okay.
Very.
You know lah, Singaporeans are very busy. So we focus a lot on work. Those who are still working, actually, whole life revolves around work. So we always hear the sentence, too busy with work and cannot find time, you know. But then I just want to ask teacher is if they if we have somebody that say, "Aya, too busy, I cannot learn qigong. I got no time to learn qigong." How do we how do we persuade them?
Okay, if somebody is very, very tied up with work, very busy,
Mm,
and his mind is always on work,
mm,
there is some sign which the body will definitely give him. We're telling him to slow down. If he can listen to that, of course, the body itself is the best persuasion too, because the body will give you signs like indigestion, the body will give you signs like migraine, the body will give you signs like, wow, very sore on my shoulders. I have one ex-colleague who actually has got hunched shoulders as well, and it's because of his work. He has been working and working, sometimes almost like 12 hours working because he has to rush projects. So his shoulders came up, and he was sort of went to hospital because he couldn't breathe already.
Oh,
So then he was suspected to have TB, which suspected. Uh, but I just went there in the hospital visiting him. I just moved the energies, and he was oh, you did something there. I was under a lot of anesthesia, and I was half asleep, but I can sense that you were there and you did something. Then next day he was much better. Then doctors examined him again. Hey, your lungs are improved. So all I did is just quiet down everything, calm everything down, move his energy more. So that is already a sign where once you are working too hard and stressed, your energies will come together and press you wherever. It can be on the head, it can be on your shoulders, it can be on your stomach. The pressure there increases and increases until you feel indigestion. Or the worst thing is when you are angry and frustrated with your work, you pressurize your own liver. All this is in TCM principle. We follow TCM principles in doing our Qigong as well. And Qi is actually recognized by the Wang Di Nei Jing, the Yellow Emperor Classic. Already described that Qi is in everybody, is there. So if you have got the real Qi inside you, the pure Qi inside you, then all the pathogens will just go away. So all these are very evidence. So for the person, if he comes for therapy, then I will explain that to him. But of course, if he manage to meet up with somebody who will explain this to him, then of course he'll be persuaded to come in because it's your body. And if you take in medication, if you take in a lot of supplements, you actually suffer because the body can't take all these different elements from your natural elements. In other words, it's not really part of nature. You're actually supplementing, adding on here and there without realizing the cause. The cause is actually the build up of tension of energy inside our body. So this is actually the cause of it. So once you understand it, then if you come just a short, sometimes some people are very fast. Once they release the energy out, oh, they feel immediately very relief. Just like the case where I tell you, it's suspected TB, but quickly relief off. So that guy followed me and really did a lot of Qigong after that. I'm very impressed with him. He do it every day, and he's still very good now. So yeah, I think there's a lot to understanding Qi. Try it first, okay? Otherwise, if you don't try it, your work is the one that's going to pressurize you. You may say, I have a passion for the work, but that passion is actually energy form as well, except that it is energy that keeps stifling you, pressing you, compressing your function of your organs.
mm. So in another words, only we ourselves can help ourselves. So
Uh,
being too busy with the work is actually don't use that as an excuse. I think we
Correct.
ourselves are more important than work.
Let's put it this way. I mean, when we do work, when you do management, you do something called priority management.
Oh,
Which one is more
yes.
priority, you see? Which one is
Mm,
more important? You have to allocate your own time. You got also time management. You have to manage your time as well. Then you allocate the important tasks. And don't you think your health, your body is more important?
yes,
One
well
of the
said.
very important item. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
You
yes,
fall sick,
well
you
said.
cannot do anything already. We
Mm,
have many
mm,
cases like that now. The world is getting more and more pressured. We have a lot of influencer, China, we hear about it. Young people, one guy, one man, a lady also passed away at young age.
mm.
So it's
So
quite sad,
mm,
yeah.
it's up to us to help ourselves.
Yes, correct. Mm.
Mm.
Realization is part of it.
Okay, okay, okay. I've got one last question. So we always hear qigong, right? Is so slow. The movement that we use.
Hi.
Hardly moving at all. So I've heard this. You're so slow. Does it really work? Does it really work?
Yes. The reason for slowness is because we are rushing. Already in life, we are rushing. So you don't slow down. how can you feel something so fine, so refined as chi, especially universe chi? We may be able to feel inside our body, feel certain forces. We may be able to feel in between our palms, but for us to feel the chi inside our body, it takes a lot of slow movements so that when you move, you feel, oh, the energy is turning this way and the arms are moving, the energies inside your arms are moving. So this cultivation of slowness is to allow you to develop a sensitivity to chi so that you are saying, oh yeah, I feel it now. There's a bit of tingling. That's why the tingling only comes when you're doing qigong. In the normal time, when you're doing this, when you are your mind is wandering and you're doing this, it's just movement of your palms, but you don't feel the energy. You don't
Mm,
feel that something called qi reaction. It reacts on your body and it tells you that I am qi. I'm coming inside to you.
mm.
Mm.
I think in this fast-paced world of ours, the ability to slow down and slow down our physical body and also our mind is actually very good, very precious. I'm glad I learned this. Then eventually, I don't know whether I can convince that, but eventually, right, when you get to a state, you'll feel so nice that your movement become even slower. That happened for me. That happened for me. Okay, I mean, I encourage everybody to come to the workshop to try experience, in your qigong journey. But from a personal experience, it's really like that. Yeah.
Okay, the slow, yes, we tend to slow down ourselves, but this is what we call the harmony, the balance of your active and non-active, or passive. So active and passive, so you need to have both inside you to be balanced. But if you want to be active, all you need is to activate your active energy as well. You move faster, seriously. Sometimes when with Qigong, you find yourself, hey, I have extra energy, I'm moving faster, I'm doing things much better, more efficiently, because you are relaxed when you're doing it, not tense when you're doing it. So there's a
Mm.
difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I've learned something too. Well, thanks, Master To.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's it for this video. We will speak again soon. All right?
All
Bye.
right. Bye.